What is up, everybody? So today we are back to the normal vlog style videos now that I got my wide angle adapter in, so you guys aren't close to my face anymore. So today I am going to fish a place that I've only caught literally one bass any time that I've gone there. But I'm really going to challenge myself to try to catch another one and more after that. Today I felt like wearing my customized Major League Fishing jersey that MLF gave all the winners that won that trip last year. Thank you to MLF. I just want to say it was just such an amazing trip. It was well planned out. Everybody was so nice, and it was just honestly an amazing time. But yeah, let's see if we can't get on some fish today. Alright guys, so I'm starting off. This is the back part of the lake where nobody really fishes. Everybody mainly fishes the front portion. It's called the dam, which I'm probably going to go check out a little bit after I fish this spot, but this is where I caught the one and only bass that I know that's in here. Alright, so I just moved to the other side. I was fishing like all the way over there. I've actually never fished on this side. I've never figured out parking, but now I'm actually paying attention. I found somewhere to park my truck. And there's just a lot of laydowns over here. It's a possible opportunity, so I'm going to give this side a shot, and then I don't know if you can see over there. That's the dam area. That's where I'll be moving next. Alright, so I've decided to move over to the dam area. Pretty much the whole lake's been dead so far. Actually, as I was walking up, this local that lives right on the lake just saw me. He's part of a bass club, so he told me about the lake. Found out I could take my boat in here using just the trolling motor on the front, so that's pretty cool. I might actually try doing that probably next year, maybe not this year. But he gave me a suggestion to fish these pads over here. He says there's always fish over here. They're either in the pads at the edge line or at the drop off, which is right there. So I'm gonna give that a shot.
Vote number 2, on behalf of Bass Pro Shops, Andrew Saris.
Alright, so story time since I got skunked today. I figured I'm already wearing this MLF jersey. I'm going to tell you all some stories and my experience about the trip when I went on. So, where to start? Well, alright, so we get to the hotel and we check in and we have to register. And pretty much that's sign your name on this piece of paper saying that you're there. And when they send us the email that says, hey, you won this trip, they give you a list of stuff that you've won, which included round trip, and they said a gift bag. And I'm thinking, gift bag, something small. This is what they give us for a gift bag. I was not expecting this is a very nice, it's leather MLF bag, and inside is just full of stuff. I mean, there was like 7 or 8 hats, which I'm wearing one of them right now, an MLF hat. And each sponsor pretty much just gave you stuff. Like there's a towel, a stupid foam hat, there's shirts, there's MLF DVDs. I mean, if you want me to go through this bag and show you what's in it, I'll make a separate video. Leave a comment down below. So yeah, they give me that bag, and I go to my room, and I just relax for the next few hours. At 6 o'clock, we're supposed to meet each other in the lobby. And it says wear our jerseys, and this is when we're going out to our first dinner. They take us every night. They took us out to dinner, and it was really nice. And it was a really fancy place where they took us. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. We got there, and there's like 2 ponds, and it says no fishing. Why would you take us there? And there's like people riding horses, jumping over obstacles on horses. I'm like, this is a very fancy place. But anyway, so I walk out into the lobby with my jersey, and everybody is staring at me, and I'm just like, what is going on? And finally somebody opened up and said, they made your jersey really nice with that Bass Pro logo on it. And then I looked around the room, and I just noticed that everybody had a different, bigger logo on their jersey. And the bigger logo is the company that chose you to be on that trip. So Bass Pro Shop chose me to win this trip. And we flew in on a Friday, and we left that Monday after the weekend. But every night we got to hang out with pros. It was open bar. We were just like hanging out, talking about fishing, telling stories, drinking with them, had dinner with them, and then we go back to our hotel room, and we're at a Holiday Inn Suite, which was really nice. The complex we were in, there was a Chili's right across the street, and there was a couple bars within walking distance, at least a quarter mile, which was real nice. So that was Friday night. We go to our first dinner. Saturday, in the email, they also told us we get $250 Bass Pro gift cards, and they took us to, it was an event at Bass Pro in Orlando, and we got to spend our money if we wanted to. We got to hang out with more pros. We got to hang out with some of the vendors. Let's see, General Tire was there, Strike King was there, Wiley X Sunglasses was there, just a bunch of sponsors, and we pretty much hung out there all day, and then we went back to the hotel again. We got chill for an hour or two, and then we went out to dinner again, open bar. And then Sunday is the day we fished. Okay, so my battery just died. Where was I? Okay, so 6 in the morning we had to wake up. We left the hotel by 6:30. This is where it comes into which lake we were fishing at. Like, they didn't tell us, just like they do in MLF. But they picked us up with the boats attached to their trucks. And so we get to the lake about 7 in the morning. The sun's just getting up. It's very overcast, and it was so awesome just launching. I haven't been in a boat in about the 12 years. We get out on the water, and it was a little foggy when we got there, but fog quickly rolled in. We fished the front half of the lake. Oh, we fished John's Lake. When we were at the dinners, we were sitting with, there was a couple pros at the table, contestant winners, and there were some MLF officials from like the corporate office and stuff. And they would obviously ask you questions like, where are you from? And I was like, I'm from New Jersey. And the guy goes, Denny was sitting right next to me. And he goes, oh, so I figured you're like an Ellie fan. And I'm like, yeah. And then he gives me that slow turn. He goes, and you're fishing with me? You're not going to bang your head off the console if you don't catch any fish, are you? So that was pretty hilarious. And then, so while we were fishing all day, I got the nickname Ike Jr. because I'm from New Jersey. But that's pretty cool that Danny Brower gave me that nickname. So we're fishing. And we got to fish for 5 hours on this lake, and we were fishing this point. We fished the grasses, we were fishing tails, and we weren't catching anything. So he says, let's make a move, and we shot across the opposite side of the lake. And the whole day pretty much was dead. Denny caught 3 fish total. The other contestant winner caught 1. And you know, it's the last 30 minutes of fishing, and I'm fishing, and Denny's like, are you gonna get pissed off anytime soon? You know, start banging your head against the console and stuff? I'm like, no. And then he goes, what's that over there? And me being naive, I look, he takes the tip of his pole and taps my line, and he goes, you just missed a fish bite. I'm like, I saw what you did. He's like, I'm just trying to get you all riled up. That's pretty hilarious. I pull it every once in a while, but I let it drag across the bottom of the water, and when I would reel it in, and if I feel a tap, that's when I let it sit there. This is how the other contestant winner caught his fish. And I get tap, tap, tap. I pull back, and I'm like, fish on. And I'm reeling, and my fish gets 2 feet away from the boat, jumps out of the water, spits the hook, and that is my fish. My only fish. Denny goes, oh man, here it comes the freak out. And no, I'm like, no, I'm good. And I was like, honestly, I had a lot of fun, and that's really all that matters, because even though I didn't catch a fish, I had a complete blast. Denny finally calls it. We actually stayed out I think a half an hour later than we were supposed to fish, because he's like, the dock's going to be crowded, so let's just fish for a little bit more. And he goes, alright, and he pulls up the trolling motor, and I throw my lure back in, and he goes, what part of alright don't you understand? I'm like, haven't you ever heard of 1 more cast? 20 more casts? So we get back in the boat, and we all go back to the hotel, and we're all talking about, like, hey, did you catch anything? And like, we're all telling. And actually, okay, so there was a few women on this trip, and there was one woman in particular. She has never fished a day in her life. She just does sweepstakes. She happened to win this sweepstakes, and she was fishing with Alton Jones. And Alton was actually live streaming on Periscope at the time, which is pretty cool. But she caught her first fish on this trip. She was freaking out. I saw the video. It was absolutely amazing to see her reaction to catching her first fish. And then she caught 3 or 4 more after that. So it's pretty good that she got to experience that. And now she's hooked on fishing. So that's good. So we get back from fishing, and they did a little interview with us. They brought a camera guy out. It was a huge camera, like one of their production cameras. And they pretty much told us to say, I love MLF, and then they gave us a line, which one of mine was like, I love MLF because there's no limits, I love MLF because of the penalties. So we did a few of those, a bunch of us did it if you wanted to. But so that was pretty much that, and then we went to dinner, and then me and the Wolf Pack, we went out for our last round of drinks. And Monday morning rolls around, and we're all about to leave. We had different shuttle rides obviously we left at different times for our airport. And I thought it'd be cool to wear my MLF jersey around the airport, so I did. So I get back in Jersey, and I just want to go back. I mean, it was absolutely an amazing trip. They did it again this year. So last year was actually the first time they ever did this. So we call ourselves the alumni. And They had a camera guy walking around the whole time, so we also got hard drives full of photos from the trip, and which I didn't even know, but when it came around to the time of promoting that the sweepstakes was going on again, people were texting me like, yo, did you see the website? Did you see the website? You're on it. And they used one of the photos that I was in to promote this sweepstakes, and actually, this right here, this is a Bass Pro catalog that I ended up being in. If any of you have this one, this is the one I'm in, and I am right here. So that's a picture of me in this. So that was my experience with this trip. I did enter in again this year. Unfortunately, I did not win again, which is fine. I mean, I won last year. I can't win them all, but congratulations. They had 20 sponsors this year instead of 27 that they had last year. So congratulations to the 20 winners this year. You're going to have a great time. They're going to Alabama, which I really wish I could be going, but one person from the trip last year, the other guy from New Jersey, he won again this year. So I know he's going to have a blast. He's going to have stories to tell the other guys. So that was my experience. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. I will be sure to answer them. And thank you for watching Bass and Unknown.